Now we are back on NPO program.
Yes, the Neighborhood Police Officer Program, again, it was started years ago, and it was started in just a smaller section of town to try it out, and it was a part of the move for community policing. For the police officer and the police department to get to know the people that we serve better. And instead of just answering calls when there's a problem, going and meeting the people in our neighborhoods on a friendly basis. And that's what the Neighborhood Police Officer Program has expanded to today. 3 supervisors, 26 officers, and one of the neat things about that is they don't have assigned hours. They come in and they work at the times that they're needed in the neighborhoods. The only way that we're going to know when they're needed is if we get a call, if somebody in a neighborhood is having a problem. In other words, if you're having loud music problems on the weekend or something like that, give us a call, let us know that. Until we get that call, we don't know there's a problem. Mm-hmm. Once we know that there's a problem, then we will go and we'll work on fixing that problem. Another thing that's good about this unit is, say that we're having burglaries, break-ins in a certain area. We will go in with more than just the 1 police officer. We've got a whole pool of the 26 that they will come in and flood an area with police officers to catch burglars, catch thieves, for a concerted effort, and they respond very quickly. So it's been a very good crime fighting tool for us.
Okay, so they receive the same training program as well as gang unit or undercover that we used to have before?
Correct. Now the narcotics unit has been started back up. We have a narcotics unit, but our gang, in fact, some of our gang officers have become part of the Neighborhood Police Officer unit. So they know how to work that. We've also got officers in there that used to work in narcotics. Mm-hmm. So they have a wide variety of training and know how to do just a little bit of everything. They will write their own search warrants when they need to run a search warrant. Sometimes we need to pull in a SWAT team on a dangerous search warrant. But these are very well-versed officers that have a wide variety of training and experience within the police department that can go out and fight just almost any crime that they come up against, or have the resources to pull those resources in to help them.
So in my personal opinion and based on my experience, this is a bonus, beneficial for the community. Instead of you having a small gang unit, undercover unit, to do just that, you have more officers to cover a wider area. And then number 1 is like for the community service. I mean, that NPO officer working directly with his designate area, so he get to know his community better. Secondly, it's an expansion. It's open up more officers to work together as a pool. And then they don't have no time hours. So let's say that you already off duty. Let's say that you already done the day. And then on my area, I have something going on. I can call in and then all 26, 27 NPO will come in and help out as a group, more than just 1 or 2 officers, right? Am I correct?
Yes, if there's that big of a problem that we're working on, yes, we can pull them all together. And not only do they just ride in cars during the summertime and springtime, they will be on bicycles, and that's to catch daytime burglars or thieves out. One of the big problems that we have this time of year coming up in the spring and in the summertime is the rear entry garages on homes. They will leave them up. They're working in the yard, and we have thieves that will drive up and down alleys and steal lawnmowers and weed eaters, things that they can just grab, throw in their car or pick up and leave. So we have to be very cautious of that. But one of the things that these guys will do, guys and girls, will be a bicycle patrol. They'll be on bicycles where they're not easily heard, and we catch a lot of thieves that way.
Wow, this is wonderful program. Kính thưa tất cả các khán giả của đài Vietface TV, trong thời gian qua thì Jennifer cũng như là Vietface TV đã nhận được rất nhiều tin tức rằng thành phố Garland bây giờ thay đổi một cái chương trình, không còn những người mặc áo có cái danh hiệu là bài trừ tội ác như ngày xưa, hay là những người không có mặc đồng phục mà người ta gọi là undercover. Thì những cái chương trình đó đã được thay đổi thành ra những người cảnh sát hùng hậu hơn, một lực lượng hùng hậu có thể cứu trợ nhau, giúp đỡ lẫn nhau mỗi khi chúng ta có những chuyện gì xảy ra trong khu mình cư ngụ. Đây là một chương trình rất là hữu ích cho chúng ta mà chúng ta cần phải biết. And then also, in talking about NPO program, I would like to ask you, in your experience again, I have a lot of experience because I'm Asian. I came from Vietnam since the fall of Saigon. So I have learned so much that us Asian well-trained, okay, whatever behind the door, inside of my house is my business. I don't need to share with anyone, including the officer, the police. Now we are different. We are in American society. We need to learn how to work with law enforcement to help them to do their job. You cannot do your job all by yourself. You need the community to support you and give you all the information that you needed to do the job. So, do you find that very hard for Asian American to report any crimes? Are they shy or are they afraid that their personal confidential information will be leaked out and they are embarrassed, or what have you learned?
I think what we've learned from the Asian community, and as it is built up in Garland, which I think we talked about earlier, almost 10% of our population is now Asian. And one of the things that we've seen over the years is better interaction, better assimilation into the way we work. However, if there's been a crime committed in your area, if you don't call us, we don't know that that crime happened. And that's the only way we can learn. Also, we cannot be everywhere all the time. And because of that, our citizens are the eyes and ears of our community. And when you see something, when you're suspicious of something, we need to get that call. And that's one of the reasons for these neighborhood police officers, because that's somebody personal, somebody that you can put a face, a name, a phone number, and an email address with to contact them. They can get in touch with you. If you're afraid of somebody learning your identity, we also can address that through our Garland Crime Stopper program. You can call a phone number there at 972-272-TIPS or 272-8477 is the number, and you can give information anonymously. We don't care who you are, but if you know of someone that's committing crimes that we can catch, we need to know that. You can also go online and still remain anonymous and give us tip. That's at garlandcrimestoppers.org, garlandcrimestoppers.org.
Okay, that's very important to our community. Tất cả các khán giả đồng hương thân mến, theo như ông cảnh sát Johan vừa trình bày thì chúng ta, những người Á Đông, thường hay không muốn liên lạc với văn phòng cảnh sát mỗi khi chúng ta có những cái chuyện gì bất hạnh xảy ra, vì chúng ta sợ là những cái chi tiết cá nhân của chúng ta sẽ bị lộ ra ngoài, hay là nhiều khi chúng ta sợ lên báo chí sẽ là một cái niềm không vui cho gia đình. Thì cảnh sát không thể nào làm cái việc của họ hoàn toàn nếu chúng ta không hợp tác giúp đỡ họ. Họ không thể nào làm tất cả những cái việc mà họ cần làm hoặc muốn làm. Chúng ta là những người trong cộng đồng đã biết những sự việc xảy ra, chúng ta có thể báo cáo đến họ qua số điện thoại 972 272 8477 hoặc là 972 277 TIPS, hoặc là liên lạc trực tiếp với văn phòng cảnh sát tại địa phương. To me, it's very important for us to identify the problems, open up, and talk to your local law enforcement. If you keep on hiding, you are reaching out and open an invitation for crimes. So that's, I think, very important that the community notify about Crime Stoppers and what you all are doing. I understand that you all are doing something this Saturday, the April 13th at CCC?
Yes, this is Garland Crime Stoppers program is a self-funded program. We accept no outside money from anybody. And this year, we're having their 24th annual Taste of Garland that Crime Stopper program puts on, and it is the annual fundraiser for the Garland Crime Stopper program. It's at the Curtis Colwell Center there in North Garland. Tickets are $20 a piece, table for $200. You could have your name placed on a table. We would love to have you there. First of all, it's restaurants from around the city that participate. There's plenty to eat, and we also have a silent and live auction that helps us raise the money. But again, that is the program that funds the Garland Crime Stopper program. The tip money that goes out comes from this event next Saturday.
Thank you, Officer Horn, for your information. Kính thưa tất cả các khán giả của Việt Face TV, thứ Bảy này 13 tây tháng 4, Crime Stopper của thành phố Garland sẽ tổ chức một cái buổi gọi là Taste of Garland tại CCC Center, mà ngày xưa chúng ta gọi là Garland Special Event Center. Ticket là 20 đồng. Chúng ta đến đó sẽ có rất nhiều nhà hàng phục vụ cho chúng ta. 20 đồng chúng ta sẽ có một bàn để tên của người bảo trợ. Nếu tất cả các cơ sở thương mại hay là những mạnh thường quân muốn bảo trợ cho Garland Crime Stopper, xin liên lạc với Officer Joe Horn ở số điện thoại 972 485 4868. Và chương trình của chúng tôi đến đây đã hết giờ. I want to mention one thing real quick. Would you like to say a few words, closing remark before we close the program?
You know, if we could say anything that's so important is there has to be a trust between the Garland Police Department and our citizens. And that's, if we could emphasize any one thing, is that you can trust us and we trust you. The only way that we can fix problems is if you trust us to take care of those problems and let us know that they exist. And then again, we are here for your safety and to help you assimilate into the American culture and to live with us in harmony.